Okay, let's look at question number 27. Okay, Akash, maybe you want to understand the division. That means when we say 1 divided by 8 and then divided by 2013, right? Or that means in this case you do this division first. What does it mean? That means it's actually 1 divided by 8 over 2013. Or therefore, what does it mean? That means it becomes 1 times 2013 divided by 8. Or therefore, what you get here is actually 251, and then that will be 5 over 8. 5 over 8. Therefore, let's look at why this one is actually an integer. Why do you get an integer? That means in this case, can you see that 28 divide 7 divide 2013. Therefore, this become what? This becomes 28 times 2013 divided by 7, right? Therefore, it's actually 4 times of 2013. 4 times of 2013, you get 8052. Therefore, I think with that, we can understand the question better, right? Therefore, now, let's look at in general, isn't that you have day, so-called month, and then the year. And the year is 2013, right? 2013. Therefore, can you see that you are basically doing this, right? It's actually D divide, that's the interpretation of M over 2013. Right? And then in this case, it becomes multiplication, D multiplied by 2013 over M. Therefore, what you get is 2013D divided by M. Therefore, what does it mean? That means in this case, 2013D is a multiple of M. Therefore, in this case, 2013D is a multiple of M. Right? Then let's factorize. That means in this case, let's factorize 2013. Let's factorize 2013. Okay, therefore in this case, 2013 is actually equal to 3 times 11 times 61. 61. Therefore, all days in month 1, 3, and 11 give integers. That means in this case, can you see that? This one represent month, right? Therefore, in this case, can you see that if your M is 1, 3, and 11, then this division would be integers. That means in this case, can you see that if your M is equal to 1, 3, and 11, this implies 2013 divided by M, this actually give you integers. Right? I think this part now you can understand quite well, right? Then can you see that if you consider M to be equal to what? If you consider the month to be 6, 9, and 12, what does it mean? 6, 9, and 12, right? Then can you see that we need actually 2. Can you see that we need 2? Because your 2013 not enough, right? Your 2013 only have a factor of 3, right? Therefore, we need 2, and then we need 3, and then we need 4, respectively. So that 2013 divided by M is an integer. Divided by M is an integer. Okay, right? It's an integer. In other months, right? Therefore, in other months, can you see that in other months, The other months referring to what? Other months referring to 2, 4, 5, 8, and 10, right? Your D needs to be what? Needs to be a multiple. Needs to be a multiple of M, no? Multiple of M. M are actually all this value. M will take this value. Don't forget, M take this value. M referring to the month. That means M take this value. Take this value of 2, 4, 5, 8, 10. Because other months referring to other values of M. Therefore, now we can do a listing. We can do a listing. Therefore, I think this is a very long questions in a sense, but also quite easy if you think about it carefully. Therefore, in this case, let's look at the month. Let's look at the month, and then let's look at the length of the day. Then that means in this case, integer days. Integer days. Therefore, in this case, we look at integer days. Integer days means that these are the days that will make 2013 D divided by M to be an integer, or integer days, right? Then in this case, finally, we look at number of integer days. Number of integer days. Integer day. Right? Okay. Therefore, let me string it down. Okay, that means let's say we look at the month of January. We indicated by 1, right? There are 31 days. 31 days. Therefore, all days will give you integer days. All day will give you integer days. Right? That means in this case, okay, let's look at this part here. Okay, how many days this year give you an integer? That means we call those dates to be integer days. Call those dates to be integer days, right? Then in this case, when we say all, means we know that in month of January there are 31 days. Therefore, number of integer days is actually 31, right? Okay, then what about in the month of February? The length is 28, right? And take note, it says that your D, the day must be multiple of M, right? Must be multiple of M. Therefore, you will get what? You will get 2, 4. The integer days are 2, 4, 6, all the way to 28. Therefore, in this case, you get 14 days. You get 14 days. Then you look at March. The length of the month is 31, and in this case, all days are integers. All days are integers, therefore you get 31 days. Then you look at April 4, then 30 days. Then in this case, can you see that we say that the day must be a multiple of M, therefore you get 4, 8, and so on, right? Then you end up with 28. Therefore, in this case, you only get 7 days, right? Then now we look at the month of May, which is the 5th month. The 5th month. Therefore, let me just draw a bit more, right? Then in this case, can you see that you have 31 days in May? 31 days in May, and now your day must be a multiple of M, which is 5, right? Therefore, this would be 5, 10. You go all the way to 30. All the way to 30. Therefore, in this case, this will be 6, right? Then if you look at 6, which is June, you got 30 days. Then in this case, again, can you see that it must be an even number of days? Even number of days. Can you see that? When it is 6, what does it mean? When it is 6, the day, the D actually must be 2. Must be 2. We need 2, 3, 4, right? We need 2, 3, 4. That means your D need to be multiples. We need multiples of 2, 3, 4. Sorry, in this case, can I say that? Let's look at it this way. We need multiples. Or that means maybe in this case, let me qualify. That means in this case, can I say that your D, in this case, your D needs to be multiples. Or multiples of 2, 3, 4. Or therefore, if it is 6, your D need to be a multiple of 2, right? Or therefore, in this case, can you see that this part here, that will be 2, 4, all the way to 30, all the way to 30. That will give me 15. That will give me 15. And if you look at July, that will be 31. Then in this case, 7. It need to be a multiple of 7. Therefore, this will be 7, 14, and then 21, and then 28. Therefore, that will be only 4 days, right? Then if you look at in the month of August, which is month 8, then you got 31 days. Then again, it must be a multiple of 8, right? Therefore, you got 3 days. Right? Therefore, let me change color again. Then now, if it is 9, then it's 30 days. 30 days. Then we say that it must be a multiple of 3, right? Multiple of 3. Therefore, 3, 6, all the way to 30, right? Therefore, in this case, can you see that you get 10? Then now, 3 more months to go. 3 more months to go. Okay, look at 10. You get 31 days, October. Then it must be a multiple of 10. Therefore, in this case, you get 3 days. You go look at 11. This is 30 days. In this case, all days. All days. All days are integer days. Therefore, in this case, I get 30, right? And finally, let me look at 12. 12, which is the month of December, right? Then you have 31 days. That means there must be a multiple of 4. Remember this part here. Remember this part here. If your M is 12, can you see that if your M is 12, then your D must be a multiple of 4. D must be a multiple of 4. Therefore, let's look at this. Okay, let's look at this. Therefore, multiple of 4. Therefore, this will be 4, 8, and then you go all the way to 28. Therefore, you get 7. Therefore, you add up all this total, you get 161 days. 161 days are integer days. Integer days. Therefore, in this case, the question asks you, how many dates this year give in an integers? Therefore, the answer is 161 days. Yeah. Therefore, this part is really listing. Really have to list. Then I think then this question can be solved very logically. Yeah, the answer is 161.